Hi fans, and welcome to the Lady Beaverbrook Gymnasium here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Pretty mild winter day here. But things will warm up inside. We've got some ACAA women's basketball action to kick off our 2025 St. Thomas Court Sports webcast. We had a little technical difficulties last night, prevented us from covering the women's volleyball match here. However, we got those things mostly sorted out. There'll be no score bug this evening, no score clock or, time clock or shot clock, because we've had some issues with a broken wire between the scores table and the computer here. But I'll try to give you the shot clock and game time as much as I can. And we'll keep the score updated manually online. Tommies host this weekend for 2 games. Mount St. Vincent. Mount St. Vincent comes in 6-3 record. That's good for third in the conference behind 6-2, now 7-2 Holland, as they've won today. That ties them with Mount A atop the conference with a 7-2 record. Mount A idle this weekend. Tommies come in 5th place at 3-3. Major discrepancy in games played in the first half, so the Tommies will make that up, and they'll make a couple up on Mount A, who's idle this weekend. Mount A came into the weekend ranked 8th in the country. Holland 10th, and these Mount St. Vincent University Mystics in 15th. Pick up the starters as they're announced. These teams they've played once before. That was on Saturday, November 16th at MSVU. That was a victory for MSVU, 63-49. Each team had 16 field goals, but MSVU was +2 on 3-point field goals made and +11 on free throws made. Really powered by a 16-2 third quarter. Tommies in that one were led by Katie Vedito with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Charlie Connors, 9 points, 7 rebounds. And for MSVU was Victoria Strickland, 18 points and 3 rebounds. Marley Kerwin with big numbers, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Celine Sturkle, 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Speaking of Sturkle, she leads the conference in scoring at an even 17 per game. Coming into today, both these teams coming off losses on December 1st. For MSVU, they lost at Mount A, 65-60. Mount A was a +9 in the second quarter, 23-14. And really, it was the second half of that second quarter that Mount A put on a big surge. MSVU committed uncharacteristically 29 turnovers in that one. And they were outshot by Mount A, 41% to 31%. Sturkle with 25 and 10 points and rebounds. Kerwin, 9 points, 14 boards, 4 assists. And for Mount A, Jillian Mumford with 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Amelia Mitchell, 14 points and 4 boards. Tommies lost their game going into the break here at home to Holland College, 79-55. Holland shot 54% versus the Tommies, 32%. Plus 13 rebounding margin. And out-assisted the Tommies 22-8. Lauren Armstrong, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists. Alexa Rancourt, 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Tommies, it was Kali Roy, 15 points. Charlie Connors with 12. Set here for the national anthem, and it may just be me, but it seems like the PA is particularly loud. pick up the starters as they're introduced. Be first for the Mount St. Vincent University Mystics. Number 6, point guard Marley Kerwin, 5th year of eligibility. 11 is Amanda Piercy out of Torbay, Newfoundland. 12 is Ashley Marshall. 24 is Celine Sturkle, the former Tommy and conference leading scorer. And 25 is Victoria Strickland. Tough to keep up with the PA guy here. He's in full gear. I'm going to have to get a little faster. Starting for the Tommies, first, number 4, Kylie Roy. 7 is going to be Katie Vedito out of Charlottetown. Out of Sussex, it's number 9, Alyssa Jeffrey. '21 is Charlie Connors. And the other starter who I don't think was introduced is Paige LeBlanc wearing number 13. Thought I heard Regan Kerr announced there by the PA guy. Assume that was just an error on his part. It would be Sturkle against Vedito in the tap. Expect that Connors and Sturkle will match up a lot as we move forward. The athletic Vedito at 6 feet will take the tap. Tap won by Sturkle to Piercy. Kerwin played a lot of basketball just across the parking lot here with the UNB Reds. Cross-court pass, 7 to shoot. Piercy's going to have to put one up here. There's 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Kerwin lets fly and scores 2. First 2 of the game on the jump shot. That's pressure from Mount St. Vincent. Forces a Tommy turnover. 14 on the shot clock for the Mystics as they inbound. Now 8 to shoot. Piercy directs a little bit of traffic. Down to 5 for Sturkle. 3-2, they're going to have to get one up. They're not going to beat the shot clock. It's good defense by Stu for 14 seconds. Ahead for Connors. Jeffrey from beyond the arc makes a 3, gets the Tommies on the board. Sturkle, step back 3-pointer. That's too strong. Jeffrey can't control the rebound. It's on the end line. Your officials for today's game. Not sure I heard those introduced either by the PA guy. Mr. Everett, Mr. Gallagher, and Mr. Murray. Mike Murray, the veteran here in this crew. First foul of the game goes on the Tommies, Paige LeBlanc. Kerwin inbounds for Sturkle, gets the ball back. Inside for Marshall, off the glass, no good. Gonna be a foul on Charlie Connors on the rebound action. Celine Sturkle crashed the glass. Second foul on the Tommies. Strickland for Sturkle, 8 to shoot. Being inside for Marshall. So a couple times Sturkle's been looking for Marshall on the cut. A little full court pressure from Stu. Jeffrey, baseline for Vedito, who calmly makes the 2 from about 8 feet away. 5-2, Stu. Piercy looking to tie it up, can't. Kylie Roy on the rebound, ahead for Paige LeBlanc. LeBlanc bodied up by Ashley Marshall. We'll send Paige LeBlanc to the line for substitution of the game. Emma Empringham into the game. Empringham out of Emsdale, Nova Scotia, and Millwood High steps in for Celine Sturkel. Sends LeBlanc to the line, 75% free throw shooter. Of course, as I say that, leaves the first one on the front rim. Paige LeBlanc, in her second year out of FHS, 3.5 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. Numbers down from the rookie year, and a lot of that attributed really to shooting percentage, and of course overcoming an injury that happened in the ACAAs in Holland last year. Expecting LeBlanc's numbers will trend upward here in the second half. Really the second 2/3 for STU. Still counting this one, 12 out of 18 remaining on the Tommies schedule. Regan Kerr is in for the Tommies, as is Michaela Hansen. Kerr wearing number 8, Hansen in number 14. Quick hands of Kerwin, knocked that one away from Jeffrey. $19 on the shot clock, so only a few seconds here to get the ball over half for STU. Gonna have to send one long here pretty quickly. Instead, it's picked off by Piercy against 3 white shirts up, and no good. Rebound cleared by Vedito. It was good work by Mount St. Vincent to get the turnover. Hansen from beyond the arc finds Iron. Kerr fights for the rebound, but it's out of bounds over to the Mystics. Shout out wherever you're watching along from. Happy to have you on board. The turnover as Kerr just picks up the loose ball on the Tommies side of half. And they turn it right over again. It's out of bounds. Over to the Mystics. Get you the scratches when we have a break in the action. Marshall for Piercy. Empringham on the drive, finds the underside of the rim. Kerr collects that carom. We're off and running are the Tommies. Now we're going to hold it up. Kylie Roy spins, shot. Finds rim. Rebound is out of bounds off of the Mystics. Checking in for the Tommies. It's going to be number 12, Claudia Steves. For the Mystics, 21 is Jenna Matheson. Mystics in their navy blues today. I'm sure they'll wear the Columbia blue tomorrow. We'll probably see the Tommies in their green. Teams go back at it 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. There's just something between these two schools. A little extra energy, a little extra competitiveness seems to come out. 5 to shoot for the Tommies. Behind the arc again, it's missed. Rebound on the offensive side for STU. Steves lets fly. More iron. And we got a rebounding foul. It's going to go on Matheson. Wow, I thought Matheson had the inside position on that one pretty clearly. Mr. Gallagher differed from my judgment, and he's much closer than me. Saw something I didn't. Cross-court pass for Steves, and Steves hits up the playlist there with a little traveling music. Kerwin, little tricky dribble there, finds Matheson. Piercy using a screen. Gets into the painted area. Kicks back for Kerwin, 7 to shoot. Kerwin off iron, Strickland on the rebound. Piercy drives inside for Empringham, off glass for 2. 6-4 Tommies. This is the game style that the Tommies are looking for. Matheson with the steal and then miss on the layup. Matheson went from the left side of the court to the right side. It really didn't get a great angle on that layup. Might have been better just going straight over the front of the rim or going left. In for the Mystics 10 is Lily Newberry. Newberry out of Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. There's Piercy. Looking for Emperingham. There's Newberry. Another shot missed. .5:20 to go. What has been a fast-moving first quarter. I think everybody took the keys here from the clue from the PA announcer who announced the starting lineups in lightning quickness. Steves on the dribble. That's going to be through the hands of Kerr, who can't save it out of bounds. A little too much mustard on that tight pass for Kerr to handle it. And checking in is Connors and Kylie Roy, both returning to the game. So the Tommies, Connors, Hanson, Brianna Bartley in as well. Wearing number 5, Kerr and Roy. Sturkles just checked back in for Stu. For Kerwin, can't make that jump shot, but it's Emperingham on the rebound in the far corner. Kicks out for Sturkle, set up for 3. Nothing but nylon for the conference leading scorer in Celine Sturkle. Tommies break the pressure. Connors looks to answer for 3 and does. Connors often the key to the Tommies offense. When Charlie has a really good game, the Tommies more often than not come out with the victory. Going to be a foul on Regan Kerr. Tommy's 3rd foul. Checking in for Tommy is going to be number 10, Ella DeLorme. DeLorme, second year with Stu in the program, has battled injuries pretty much her whole time at Holland, so it's good to see 5'10" DeLorme get in. Excited about DeLorme can bring here to the Tommies program. That's Bartley guarding Sturkle. Cross-court pass into the corner. That's going to be up over the top on the shot from Emperingham. 9-7 Tommies, just under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Kaylee Coco checks in. Coco out of Millwood High in Kingston, Ontario. Turned over to the Tommies. That's Coco at 5'2", inbounding for Emperingham. Back for Newberry. Newberry puts up the shot too strong off the iron. Rebound for Brianna Bartley. Sturkle picks up the loose ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball called possession Tommies. It's our first one. Get the scratches in now. Scratched for Mount St. Vincent. 5 is Kazadra Smith, 13 is Taya Straker, and 14 is Menna McCabe. Scratches for the Tommies, really only one is Kathleen Quinlan out of St. John's High and Holy Heart. Had a quick chat with Kathleen pregame, always an upbeat person to talk to. Great confidence in her teammates and what they were going to do here this afternoon. Vito in, Tommies at his own press here. At least it looks like his own press off the top. Back into defense position now. Rebound by Coco. Outside pass was deflected into the hands of Sturkle. Newberry beyond the arc. Rebound Emperingham. Mystics have been getting some second chances, but they haven't converted many until now. Tied at 9. Tommy's quite happy to keep the scoring low. Going to be a foul on Coco, number 4. Tommy's come into this one averaging 61.5 points per game. It's good for 5th in the conference. The Mystics average 69. That's good for 2nd. Deflected out. It will stay with STU. Bartley open in the corner on the inbound. Let's fly back iron. That's Coco again, who tracks the rebound. Coco, former UKC player. Piercy right to the bucket, and it drops through. It's going to be for the and 1. Piercy gives the Mystics the lead. It's going to be the first foul on Ella Delorme. Coming back in for the Tommies, LeBlanc and Hansen. Benito, Roy, and Jeffrey remain. Amanda Piercy averaging double digits, 10.2 points per game. It's about 3 rebounds and 2.5 assists. And is among the leading free throw shooters in the league at 78%. Looks like that's LeBlanc out of the corner, blocked by the backboard a little bit from my position on that one. Big bucket for the Tommies if they can get Paige LeBlanc going from the outside. Tied at 12, looking for Sturkle in the post. Vedito swats that away. Shuffle of the feet either by Sturkle or Piercy. Ball is over to STU. Tommies break the pressure. LeBlanc jams on the brakes. Kylie Roy finds the cutting Katie Vedito, who misses a layup but gets the rebound and tucks it in. Off for Piercy, kick to the outside, Newberry. Three-pointer is in for Lily Newberry. Puts the Mystics up 1. Roy for Vedito. Vedito sent the backdoor pass, and instead Kylie Roy was cutting the other way. Results in a turnover. Up after this one will be the same 2 schools in men's action. See the Mystic men just coming into the gym there, all hanging on the top row in the far corner. Circle inside. Waved off. Called a travel. .112 to go, first quarter. Mystics up 1. 15-14 on STU. And this is the kind of game that we thought that was going to be tight. And the more the Tommies can muck it up and keep the scoring low, I think the better their chances are here in this one. Kylie Roy with the long miss. Rebound for Sturkle, who finds Kerwin under a minute to play in the opening quarter. Going inside again for Marshall. I think that's the 4th time that the Mystics have looked inside and got nothing out of any of those attempts. Benito well beyond the arc. Rebound ripped away by initially Jeffrey, but Sturkle on the takeaway. Strickland, far corner, open for three. Nice kick from Piercy. Strickland can't get the shot to drop. Tommy's closed out pretty well. Roy and Jeffrey not on the same page on the pass. 14.7, it'll be over to the Mystics. Tommy's coming with pressure. Expect the Mystics to play for one shot. Little anchor breaker move there for Strickland as LeBlanc goes down. Sturkle lets it fly a little early. Mystics on the rebound inside for Marshall. They finally get two out of that as Marshall beats the buzzer to make it 17-14 in favor of the Mystics. First quarter from the online stats. The Mystics 7 of 21 for 33%. The Tommies 5 of 14. Stu made 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. The Mystics 2 of 8. Tommies 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The Mystics 1 of 1. Tommies committed 11 turnovers. The Mystics 8. Tommies out rebounding the Mystics plus 3, 10-7. Bench points 7-4 in favor of the Mystics. Individual stats, it's Empringham with 4, Newberry with 3, Piercy 3, Sturkle 3, Kerwin 2, and Marshall with that last 2 for the scoring. 3 assists already for Piercy, 2 rebounds for Kaylee Coco and Celine Sturkle. For the Tommies, Vedito with 4, LeBlanc with 4, Jeffrey with 3, Connors with 3, so that must have been Jeffrey that hit that. No, Paige LeBlanc is credited with a three-pointer as well. So I'll start over. Vedito with 4, LeBlanc with 4, Jeffrey with 3, Connors with 3 is the Tommy scoring. Connors already with 2 fouls. 2 rebounds for Roy, Vedito, and Hansen. And nobody with more than 1 assist. That's your quick rundown of the stats after the first quarter. Fresh 10 on the board, and this will be Mount St. Vincent ball. Tommy's had the last jump. Tommy's out with Hansen, LeBlanc, Vedito, Jeffrey, and Roy. It's into the corner for Empringham with Kerwin, Marshall, Strickland, and Piercy, who lets fly there. Makes a long 2, says Joel Everett. Piercy dealt with an injury for part of the first half, sustained here in the preseason Ken Gould tournament. When she got back, she looked to be still recovering, but looks to be back to usual form here after the break. Kerwin on the drive. Rebound taken away by the Tommies. LeBlanc steps into a 3, a little too strong. Rebound fought for. And it's Kerwin on the push. Kicks for Empringham. Now Strickland. Kerwin drives, puts it up. That was everything but in the bucket for Marley Kerwin. All kinds of iron, but it didn't drop. Good patience by the Tommies to beat the press. Get the open shot out of the corner. Empringham for Strickland with 10 to shoot. Oh, nice cut by Empringham off glass. Scores 2. Beautiful pass from Victoria Strickland. Lead up now to 7. 6-0 run for the Mystics, the last 2 of the first quarter, and the first 4 here of the second. No rim for Vedito, and Coach Connor says timeout. We get our first break in the action other than between quarters. Action last night around the ACAA was UKC 50 at Crandall 43. Those 2 teams played today. There was no score posted when I last looked. And it was Holland College 70 over UNBSJ 49. No UNBSJ starter had more than 6 points in that one. And it was Alexa Rancourt and Lauren Armstrong doing a lot of damage for Holland College, but quite honestly, looking at the minutes, they were able to go pretty deep into their bench in terms of minutes in that one. Those 2 will play again tomorrow, as will these 2 teams that we're seeing right here in the LB gym. It's going to be a foul on Kylie Roy. Bartley is in for Hanson. LeBlanc works the turnover, back for Kylie Roy, but that's going to be a back court. Celine Sturkle will check in. This will be for Ashley Marshall. 7:30 to go, 7-point lead for the Mystics here in the second quarter. Regan Kerr up off the bench for the Tommies will check in the next opportunity. Carey called on Kerwin. And here comes Kerr in for LeBlanc. Kerwin looking for Piercy. Football by the Tommies. Jeffrey. And here comes Claudia Steves in for Alyssa Jeffrey. Steves at a Holy Heart High School in St. John's. Good athletic program at Holy Heart. Speaking of Newfoundland and St. John's, it's Gonzaga High School's Victoria Strickland. Right on cue, making a three-pointer, pushes the Mystics lead all the way up to 10. Baseline drive by Kylie Roy gets 2 points for the Tommies. Tommies a couple times this season have been victims of a bad quarter where they've not been able to score single digits. Good to see Kylie get them on the board here. Offensive rebound by Empringham. And the Mystics answer back to keep the lead at 10. It's going to be out off the Tommies, Kylie Roy. Strickland with a couple swipes at the ball. Charlie Connors checks in for Regan Kerr. And a lot of movement on the Mystics sideline, so I will run down the Mystics lineup. 21 is Matheson, 24 is Sturkle, 4 is Coco, 7 is Emma Garrigan, and 11 is Amanda Piercy. Garrigan, I think, was in the game earlier, and I didn't mention the name. Garrigan, another former UKC player out of Halifax and Halifax West High School. Piercy. With the miss. 6:02 to go, out of bounds over to the Tommies. Connors dribbles to the front court for Steves. There is Garrigan on the steal and lay-in. Nice work to go to the left side of the bucket there and kiss it in off the window. Connors with the fake on Sturkle, loses the ball right into the hands of Garrigan. Garrigan, a head pass for Coco, gets all the way through to Piercy, who loses the ball. Oh, I might have said that one was off of Piercy myself. Two officials there agreed, so I'm obviously the outvoted. And timeout Mystics. Not only am I outvoted, but my opinion matters for nothing. This is Fusion night here, the local basketball association. Invited in to cheer on the Tommies this evening. Tommies adjusted the start times of these games. Moved them into the evening from the afternoon. Makes for a better basketball schedule in the Fredericton area today. UNB was hosting earlier. .12 lead. It's an 11-2 start to the quarter for the Mystics. Tommy's now up to 17 turnovers already, with not even 15 minutes played in this one. Mystics, though, do have 10. Empringham leads the Mystics with 8 points. There's a steal by Roy. For Steves, back for Roy, now to Bartley. And that ball passed straight out of bounds. Paige LeBlanc checks in for Brianna Bartley. Garrigan for Piercy. Steves is going to make her work. Matheson drives. Oh, a nice drive by Matheson, but the bucket doesn't go down. 14 on the shot clock. MSVU will have the ball. Inbound for Piercy, spot up for 3. Too strong, but Coco again is there. Tommies with another turnover into the hands of Sturkle. Garrigan works the dribble, back for Coco. Piercy. And Kaylee Coco. 9 to shoot. Coco brings it to the near side for Piercy. Three-pointer looked good, but it rimmed out. Into the hands of Connors. Connors dribbles to the front court. Vidito beyond the arc for 3. Rim there. We've got a foul on the rebounding action. Piercy's on the deck. That's going to be the third foul on Charlie Connors, with 4:26 to go here in the second quarter. And Charlie will have to go to the bench. In for the Tommies is number 11, Kenzie Geisbrecht out of Medicine Hat, Alberta, studying criminology at St. Thomas. And there's another turnover. Must be a little extra polish on the basketball out there tonight. This is a turnover-filled game. We'd have to take the sandpaper down at halftime, give the ball a little sand, maybe stay in play a little longer. And there's Kerwin with the interception. Garrigan on the rebound, back out for Sturkle. Newberry for 3. Front rim, and there's Garrigan on the board again. Off glass, scores 2. And timeout, Tommies. Coach Connors takes his second here in this quarter. 3:45 to go, 30-16. 13-2 quarter at this point in time. In favor of MSVU. Tommies need to do a better job on the defensive boards. Mystics have getting extra opportunities. After this one and tomorrow's, the Tommies will be on the road for the remainder of January. Go to Holland next weekend, UNBSJ the weekend after that, 2 games each. Back home February 1st and 2nd versus UKC. Then on the road to Mount A on the Friday-Sunday split, 7 and 9 of February. And then finish up right here at home the 14th and 15th, Friday-Saturday. Versus the Crandall Chargers. The way the second half works, it's all pairs of games. They see each team twice. 3 pairs at home, 3 pairs on the road. For the Mystics, here tomorrow, they don't play next week, the 14th and 24th and 25th. They're at home versus UKC and Mount A. At Crandall, the 1st and 2nd. At SJ, the 8th and 9th. And then finish at home versus UKC. Giesbrecht has that pass intercepted by Matheson. Matheson, it's pretty slow there going to the bucket, but it worked. No one from the Tommies was able to catch up. Mystics now doubling up, Stu, 32-16. Going to be a foul on the Mystics on the body. It's going to be their first foul this quarter. And I think that went on Garrigan, number 7. Yes. Giesbrecht out high. And down low for LeBlanc. 5 to shoot. The ball will stay with the Tommies once someone retrieves it from the hall. Alyssa Jeffrey does this shot, that. Jeffrey out of Sussex, of course, coming up the end of this month. Beat at Airtown Classic at the high school level. That goes the 30-31 and February 1st in the Dairytown. Travel called there. Tommies coming with full court pressure. Garrigan will inbound. Kerwin, Newberry, Sturkle, and Matheson. Tommies force a turnover there. Up top, LeBlanc. LeBlanc on the drive. No rim, taken away by Garrigan. Garrigan with the long outlet for Kerwin. Oh, nice look ahead for Newberry. And big swat by Kylie Roy. What a quick transition from Marley Kerwin to get that pass ahead. And great hustle by Kylie to get back and be a factor in that play. Strickland checks in. Ella DeLorme checks in as well for the Tommies. .16 to shoot for Sturkle. Through the hands of Matheson, over to Kylie Roy. Roy on Sturkle. Can't get the lay-in to go. LeBlanc saves it into the hands of Kerwin. That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Kylie Roy. Checking in for STU is number 20. That's going to be Marley Olton. Olton, first-year player out of Woodstock in the Thunder program. Mystics tried to get Piercy in, weren't quite quick enough getting her to the table. Newberry, Sturkle for 3. Rimmed out, rebound DeLorme. That's Olton on the far side. Back for Jeffrey. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Quarter's been decidedly in favor of the Mount thus far. 15-2. Quarter, 3 subs coming for the Mystics. Pardon me, 2 subs coming for the Mystics. The third blue shirt there was Coach Mark Forward. It is Piercy and Marshall checking in. Olton on the dribble against Piercy, back outside for Jeffrey. Jeffrey guarded by the quick-footed Kerwin. Giesbrecht high off glass, rebound to Sturkle, who loses a handle out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock, 1:43 in the quarter for the Tommies. It's shaping up to be that bad quarter that Stu's been victim of here. Only 2 on the board thus far. Bang in a couple shots here would go a long way for their cause. Shot clock violation. The Tommies can't get the shot away. Timeout Mystics with 1:28 to play. Coach Forward's going to take his second timeout of the first half. Reminder to stay right here on Tommy's TV for second half of the doubleheader. 8 o'clock-ish timeline for that one. That's the schedule. Same 2 schools on the men's side. Schools that have met twice in the last 3 years in the final on the men's side of things. Let's see what Coach Forward has coming out of this timeout. And also a chance for the Tommies to set press defense. I wonder if this timeout is actually a defensive change for the Mystics. Their offense has been functioning fairly well. Don't see any substitutions. That's a steal by the Tommies. But they give it right back. Oh, this can't be Stu Ball. There's no way. That was a straight pass out of bounds. Yeah, there we go. Kerwin, 8 on the shot clock for Piercy. Outside Kerwin, nice fake. Gets into the painted area off glass, draws a foul. It's to be Olton, I believe. No, it goes instead on number 10. Gisela DeLorme. 1:11 on the game clock. We'll send Kerwin to the line. Kerwin, 12 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 6 assists. Misses the second one, but again, offensive board. Kerwin on the outside, Piercy. Sturkle on the offensive rebound. Foul again by Delorme. That's going to be Delorme's third. It'll send Sturkle to the line. Sturkle, the league leader in free throw percentage at 88. So Delorme and Connors both with 3 fouls for Stu. Hansen now in for Delorme. 102, and here we see a little bit of pressure coming from the Mount. I wonder if this is what Coach Forward was setting up in that last timeout, actually. So got a slightly different look than we saw before, maybe. Pommies lose the ball out of bounds again. Brianna Bartley set to check in. Kenzie Giesbrecht will go out. The cutting, Kerwin off glass for the and one. Oh, waved off. Missed the call there. Totally, I was looking at the wrong official. Bucket waved off. Must have been a travel. I didn't see a foul go on the board. Bartley looking for the tough catch, knocked out of bounds by Piercy. 30.7 on the game clock, 14 on the shot. Pommies will inbound on the offensive end. Another takeaway by Mount St. Vincent. Piercy back for Strickland. Shot clock is off. 10 on the game clock. Little running one-hander on the backdoor cut. It's Amanda Piercy from Celine Sturkle. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Tommies are going to get a long shot. Blocked by Celine Sturkle. That's going to be a 20-2 quarter in favor of the Mount St. Vincent Mystics. 17-14 after the first. 37-16 after the second. 15-minute break here. Come on back with a few minutes left in the half. I'll give you a rundown of the halftime stats. They're not particularly pretty ones from a Stu standpoint, but I'll bring them to you anyway. For everyone here at St. Thomas, I'm Bill Gibson. Come on back for the second half. Hi fans, welcome back to the LB Gym. Got a minute and a half away from the start of the second half here. It is 37-16. Mount St. Vincent powered by a 20-2 second quarter. The stats are not pretty from a Tommy's perspective. Mystics 37 points on 15 of 41 shooting, 3 of 15 beyond the arc, 4 of 5 from the line. The Tommies 16 points on 6 of 23, so they're minus 18 on shot attempts, shooting 26.1%, 3 of 13 beyond the arc, 1 of 2 from the line. Turnovers, it's a turnover fest. Tommies have committed 26, the Mystics 15. Tommies come in, I think they're second in the conference, maybe even first in turnovers committed. Coming in, first, 18.5. They've already committed 8 more than that in this game. Rebound 16-14. Favor of the Mystics. Individual stats, the Mystics. Empringham with 8, Piercy 7, Sturkle 5. The Tommies, Vidito and LeBlanc with 4 each. Set to go here for second half action. Tommy's inside for Connors. Connors draws the foul. She'll go to the line. I think that foul goes on Marshall. It does, the second on Marshall. Tommy start the second half. Connors, LeBlanc, Roy, Vidito, and Jeffrey. Mystics start the second half with Piercy, Kerwin, Marshall, Strickland, and Sturkle. So the 10 that started the game are the 10 that start the second half. 2 misses from the line for Connors. It doesn't happen a whole lot. Connors shooting 71%. Piercy's three-pointer rims out. Rebound by LeBlanc. Reach-in foul on Victoria Strickland. Second team foul in 18 seconds on the Mystics. Tommies would be happy to take some from the free throw line. Kick to the corner for Connors. Three-pointer is no good. LeBlanc fights for the rebound, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Mystics. To the post for Connors. Connors off glass, no good. Vidito on the rebound, put back. Kerwin for Sturkle. Inside Scriver, can't get the shot to go. Emma Empringham checks in for Ashley Marshall. First Mystic sub of the first half. Connors for LeBlanc. Back for Connors. Pass for Vidito beyond the arc. Vidito with 5 points in a row. Sends that one long distance to Grandma in Ontario. Tommy's worked the turnover, now back the other way for Roy. Roy's shot rimmed out, rebound Piercy. 5-0 start to the quarter for Stu. Piercy steps into a 3. Rebound Empringham. Back for Sturkle. 7 to shoot. Empringham spins to the lane, offensive foul as Kylie Roy steps in for the charge. 3 fouls on the Mystics. Here to start the quarter, no points in almost 2 minutes. Jeffrey for Connors. Connors draws a foul on Sturkle on the swing. They'll send Connors to the line. She just missed 2. Start the quarter. Be surprised if we see repeat of a double miss. First on Sturkle, she'll check out. Jenna Matheson checks in. Took a little extra bounce over the front rim, but it did go through for Connors on the second one. Piercy double teamed in the corner. Tommy's with the takeaway for Roy. Roy has Connors on the left side. Connors leaves that lay-in short. Somehow Kerwin comes away with that rebound. Jeffrey on the steal of the Kerwin pass. And it's timeout Mystics as the Tommies start the quarter on an 8-0 run. Looking into the Mystics huddle here, and Coach Forward a little bit animated, but I'm sure he'll be calm by the time he gets to the end of the timeout here. A little side conversation happening between Sturkle and Coach Maya Timmons. Mystics ball here, 7:35 to go in the third quarter. 8-0 Tommies run to start this quarter. Still a 13-point lead for the Mystics. Matheson, nice move, nice layup. Great pass on the assist from Kerwin. Nice move by Roy. Get by Kerwin, fouled. Going to be the 4th Mystics foul. Pardon me, the 5th Mystics foul. That's going to go on Piercy. Piercy's first. Tommy's going to get an opportunity to shoot a bunch from the line in this quarter, assuming the Mystics keep up the foul pace. Sends Kylie Roy to the line. Roy, 10.2 points, 4.7 rebounds, about an assist and a half as well. About a 60% free throw shooter is Kylie. 4th year out of St. Malachy's in St. John. Kylie makes the second. Travel on Kerwin. Yeah, shuffled the pivot feet there. Sub coming. It'll be Kaylee Coco coming in for Marley Kerwin. Pressure in the backcourt from the Mystics. The Tommies inbound that's going to be out off of Stu. Katie Vito and Fred Connors both disagree with the official on that one. Coach Connors is going to get warned for the effort. Coco turns it over to Roy. Roy gets the elbow pumping up court for Vedito, outside for LeBlanc. LeBlanc, Connors for 3. It's wide to the right, rebound for Coco. To check Coco's rebound numbers. Piercy, nothing but net on the three-pointer. Lead now up to 17. Technical foul on Fred Connors. Mystics will shoot one. It'll be Victoria Strickland going to line to the shoot. Strickland, a 67% free throw shooter. Makes the free throw. This will remain possession for the Tommies. Subs in for STU is Michaela Hansen for Charlie Connors. Not sure what it is that Fred doesn't like there. Team fouls are 5-0. The Mystics with 5 on the board, the Tommies with none. Not that that's a measure, so there's got to be something particular. Coco right into the hands of Vedito. Up for LeBlanc, but knocked away by Matheson. Newberry, Kerwin, and Sturkle check in for the Mount. They will join Coco and Emperingham. Bartley in for the Tommies, LeBlanc. So it's Bartley with Hansen, Vedito, Jeffrey, and Roy. Roy, jab step, drives paint. Right into Emma Emperingham, high off glass for 2 points. Kerwin finds a little space, runs some offense. 14 to shoot, Newberry for Emperingham. Sturkle left it a little short from three-point land. Good block out by Hansen, good tie up by Emperingham. Jump ball, possession to the Mystics. We have a possession arrow on the table. The lights on the score clock not all functional, so we've gone to the old school method of a sign on the table. It's going to be a turnover there as the Mystics, Coco and Kerwin, wires crossed. Subcoming Emma Garrigan will check in for Kaylee Coco. Bartley looking for Hansen, knocked away by Emperingham into the hands of Garrigan. Garrigan for Emperingham. Can't get the bunny to go. Up for Vedito. Vedito gets to the glass. Underside of the rim though, and rebound to the Mystics. Going to shoot two. First team foul on the Tommies this quarter, and it's going to go on Vedito. Vedito's first. Steve's in, Vedito out. Regan Kerr set to check in at the next opportunity as Garrigan goes to the line. Garrigan remains perfect. 1-1 coming in to the game on the season from the line. Don't believe she was there in the first half or yet this game. 4.5 points, 3.5 boards for Garrigan. Off the bench for the Mystics. Violation, we're going to shoot again. Here Kerr will check in for Roy. Regan Kerr shooting outstanding from a percentage perspective. 53 from the field, 54% from three-point land. About 5 points a game for Kerr. Always could light it up at the high school level with Leo Hayes here in the city as well. Tough defense, and it's going to be another foul on Kerwin. Hansen will shoot two. Michaela Hansen out of FHS, played a year at Crandall. 2 for 2 on the season coming in. There's a miss for Hansen. 2.5 points. Shade under, a rebound and an assist a game for Hansen. Nice dribble move by Newberry, and Newberry draws a foul. It's going to go on, I think, number 9, Jeffrey. Yes, it's Alyssa Jeffrey's first. That sends Newberry to the line. 4 points, 2 rebounds, an assist a game thereabouts for Newberry. 2 of 5 from the stripe coming into the today. It's that one to rattle through. Newberry in her second year now with the Mystics program. Really, the speed of her game, I think, is caught up to the ACAA level here. Lead back to 20. The inside for Bartley. Partially blocked by Sturkle. And be out of bounds. Tommy's ball, that's a 14 on the shot clock. 4:14 left to go, third quarter. Jeffrey to Kerr in the corner, let's fly. Rebound to the Mystics. Kerr with the interception. That's not a great pass from Newberry. Long, long way to go with that pass. And just didn't have enough zip on it. Allows the Tommies to take it the other way, and Brianna Bartley to get the lefty lay in for 2. Kerwin down in the key. That goes over to the Tommies, to the corner for Steve. Steves drives baseline, can't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped by Bartley, but into the hands of the Mystics. Kerwin, who finds Emma Garrigan. Ahead for Celine Sturkle. Kerwin, post pass too high for Sturkle. They had the mismatch inside size-wise. Piercy checks in for Marley Kerwin. Connors picks up the dribble. Oh, a little body into Sturkle there that time. Hansen against Matheson, kicks outside for Connors. Connors lets that one fly. That one's wide left. Out of bounds. Off of the Tommies, over to the Mystics. Blocking foul called on Stu. Be their third team foul of the quarter. Going to go on Regan Kerr. Strickland in for Newberry for the Mystics. Garrigan will inbound with 14 on the shot clock. That's for Sturkle. Sturkle called for 3 in the key. Tommy's closed down with a triple team. LeBlanc in for Bartley. Tommy's give the ball back to the Mystics. Piercy on the dribble, gets right to 8 feet, puts it up a little bit of rim, and it drops through for Amanda Piercy. Little shooter's roll for the Torbay, Newfoundland. I'm going to say resident, but Torbay would be the hometown. I guess she would reside now in Halifax. Ashley Marshall in for Jenna Matheson. Minute 40 to go here in the third quarter. Piercy. It's back outside for Sturkle, but it's Kylie Roy who picks up the loose ball. Oh, nicely tracked down by Emma Garrigan. Got a piece of that shot. Sturkle and Roy both down on the court. The ball goes over to the Mystics after all of that. What a nice track down by Garrigan. It's going to be the third foul on Kerr. Too aggressive on Garrigan. Fourth team foul now on the Tommies. Mystics already over the limit. Long been over the limit this quarter. Tommy started this quarter on an 8-0 run. They're down 21. They're now down 20. So despite the 8-0 run, only thus far able to make 1 point back in the quarter. Sturkle for Garrigan with 5 to shoot. Oh, nice move off the glass. Little kiss off the window for Emma Garrigan. Garrigan works the turnover. Sturkle, deep 3. Short, rebound. Connors, Kerr to the deck. Ball goes on 12. Ashley Marshall, Ashley's third. Connors to the line. Embringham checks in. I was expecting that was going to be Kerr that was shooting. Kerr was the one on the deck. Apparently it was Connors that was fouled on the rebound action. Connors makes them both. Now 3 of 6 in the second half for Connors. Garrigan jab step. Inside, left the layup short under the rim. Rebound Stu ahead for LeBlanc. Back for Kerr. Connors, high post. LeBlanc, step back. 3, rims out. Jump ball, this possession should be Stu. Kerwin will check in. Yes, it is Stu ball. Possession arrow now reversed. Pass eludes LeBlanc, but ends up in the hands of Kerr. Now back to the post for LeBlanc. Connors open far side. will launch a three. Rim, rebound, Empringham. That's going to either be Kerr or Connors. Fourth foul on either one of them. Goes on Connors. And that is, or pardon me, Kerr, and that is 4. Sends Empringham to the line. 61% free throw shooter coming into today. 6.8 seconds left in the quarter. 20-point Mystics lead, 51-31. It was 21 at halftime. Another violation. So Empringham will get another attempt. .8 to go. Sub in, it's Katie Vedito in for Regan Kerr. So thus far, the Tommies and Mystics played even this quarter with 5 seconds to go. Hansen, and it will end up an even quarter at 52-31. That's going to be 15 points apiece. This quarter, the Tommies started with an 8-0 run to begin the quarter, but it ends up even. Looking at the team stats, the Mystics 52 points on 9 of 52 for 36% shooting, 4 of 19 from three-point line, 21%, 10 of 12 from the line. They've committed 28 turnovers already, has the Mystics. Scored 23 points off Tommy turnovers. The Tommies, 31 points on 11 of 43. That's 26% shooting. 4 of 20 beyond the arc. That's 20%. 5 of 12 from the line have committed 30 turnovers, scoring 13 points off the Mystics turnovers. Mystics plus 9 on the rebounds, 27-18. Bench points 26-6 in favor of the Mount. Second chance points 12-4. Points in the paint 22-12. Individual stats leading the Tommies, Katie Vedito, 4 of 10 from the field, 9 points. Charlie Connors with 6, Kylie Roy 5. Alyssa Jeffrey also with 5. Roy also has 5 rebounds. In terms of foul trouble, Regan Kerr's only showing 3 online, but I'm sure she's got 4 because it's up on the board as 4. Connors showing with 3 and DeLorme with 3. For the Mystics, Amanda Piercy leads with 12 points. Emma Empringham 9. Garrigan 8. Newberry 5. Sturkle 5. Quiet scoring game thus far for the conference leading scorer. Sturkle averaging 17. Has only 5. Empringham and Kerwin with 7 boards apiece. Piercy with 4 assists. Marshall with 3 fouls. Matheson with 2. No one else with more than 1 for the Mystics. Mystics ball to start quarter 4. Big hole for the Tommies. Most of that, the 20-2 second quarter that the Mystics had. Kerwin to the corner for Empringham with Strickland, Sturkle, and Piercy. Kerwin, little jab and go. Off glass, it doesn't drop. Empringham works the rebound. One of the Tommies got a hand on the second shot, and Stu comes away from the rebound. Strickland knocks that away right into the hands of Piercy. Back for Strickland, who shoots the 3. Fouled by one of the Tommies on the run by, and Strickland will shoot 3 times. Trying to see who that foul went on. They still got Kerr's foul up on the board. I think this goes on Kylie Roy, number 4. Does that send Strickland to the line? And I think there was a flop warning there issued to the Mystics. Whole lot happening on that play. Strickland for the third one. Connors for Jeffrey. LeBlanc. Bouncer doesn't drop in. Rebound for Kerwin. Kerwin's pass through the hands of Strickland. Reception error. Need to adjust the rabbit ears on the TV. That pass came in a little better, maybe. Some of the folks that are old as me will remember the rabbit ears on the TV. Most of the kids out there playing will have no idea what I'm talking about. Three-pointer made by the Tommies. Into the post for Sturkle. Kicks back for Piercy. And we have a foul on Brianna Bartley, I believe. Oh, it goes on Paige LeBlanc. Jenna Matheson checks in for Celine Sturkle. Five-second violation on the inbound. Tommies force a turnover. Hansen beyond the arc. Can't get the three to go. Good block out by Kerwin. Kerwin somehow picks up the foul on that. It's a couple times the Mystics have had inside position on rebounds and picked up fouls. Not that it can't happen. In my view, partially obstructed on that one by the rim, side rim. Connors with a hook on Kerwin, but meets Emperingham. Ball batted away, and it's the Mystics into the front court. Kerwin, Piercy steps into a 17-footer, rebound, back to Piercy. A little shuffle of feet there by Emperingham. Ella DeLorme checks in for Stu. Somebody's got to come out. It's Connors. And in for the Mystics, it's Garrigan for Strickland. 7:46 to go in the fourth. 21-point lead for the Mystics. Tommy's dug a big hole in quarter two, 20-2 for the Mount. Five to shoot. Bartley looking for DeLorme. 2 on the shot clock. Hansen's going to have to launch. Found rim. LeBlanc there fighting for the offensive rebound. Knocked away. And it will be Mystics ball. Garrigan from outside. Rebound. Matheson, one bounce up off the backboard. Rebound. LeBlanc. Jump ball force. Possession Tommies. Olton, Vidito, and Roy in for Stu. They will join Delorme and Jeffrey. Roy for Jeffrey. Jeffrey can't get it to go off the glass. Loose ball picked up by Olton, back for Roy. Olton beyond the arc. Short. Marshall fights for the rebound, rips it away into the hands of Emma Garrigan. Garrigan puts on the brakes for Piercy. Piercy rattles a triple through. Extends the lead to 24. Couple of players diving. Going to be a foul on Roy. Over to the Mystics. Coco will check in for Kerwin. Six minutes to play. Piercy directs traffic in the front court. 7 on the shot clock. Oh, nice look inside for Marshall. Off glass. Nice assist, Amanda Piercy. Little look away. Vidito for Jeffrey. That one's out of bounds. Thought for a second it might be going to stay up there. Piercy with a one-footed spin from about 9 feet away. Another deflection. Tommy's retained possession. And that ball is going to be out of bounds or backcourt, one of the two. Don't believe that was touched. And it'll be the Mystics ball inbounding in the front court. Steves in for Roy. Newberry in for Piercy, 5:11 to go. Coco. Nice drive by Garrigan on the baseline. Will pick up a foul. It's going to be Steves or Vidito. Going to be on Claudia Steves. Tommy's 4th team foul this quarter. Only 1 on the mount thus far. Newberry releases on the inbound play. No rim, into the hands of Olton. Ahead for Vidito. Vidito, stop, pop. Again, everything but down for that shot. All around the rim and out. Tommy's control the offensive board. 6 seconds as Vidito looks to the post. That at the bottom of the pile, I think, is Jeffrey. Yes, it is. Fouled. By Garrigan. Yes. Jeffrey comes up a little hobbled after that play. Will make the way to the line, stretching out the right leg just a little bit. Subset to check in, probably for Jeffrey. I'm sure Melissa is okay. I can bet she wants to knock this one down. Hobbles off to the sideline when you're down. That's 27 by my math with 4.5 to go. Don't want to leave anyone in that's anyway hobbled. Tommy's work a turnover. Steves looking for LeBlanc. No touch, that's out of bounds. Turnovers really plagued the Tommies here all day. That and the second quarter, in which they only scored 2 points and gave up 20. Outside Garrigan. A long three drops through. A pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. Full 30-point cushion here. Giesbrecht is in for LeBlanc. Here comes Hansen as well for Vedito. Aside from Marshall, it's full bench units on both squads. Marshall, the lone starter in the game. Matheson drives. That's Marshall who picks that up, is fouled by Marley Olton and will go to the line. Coming up after this one, scheduled for 8. It won't be an 8 o'clock start. It'll probably be more like 8:10, 8:15 by the time we get things finished up here, changed over. Be the men's action, same two schools. It's going to be a foul on Coco on the block. Three and a half to go. Knocked away by the Mystics, now ahead for Matheson. Can't get that lay in to go. Tommy's on the rebound, out for Olton. Olton on the push has Hansen. Giesbrecht beyond the arc, short. Rebound Hansen. Jump ball, possession STU. So with a win here, and I'm pretty comfortable saying so, a 30-point lead and 3 minutes to go, the Mystics will move to 7-3. We'll make 3 teams with 7 wins. Mount A and Holland at 7-2 each. Mystics at 7-3. Keep pace in the win column. Tommies will drop to 3-4. Crandall and UKC, I'm not sure what that result is yet. I haven't seen that score posted yet online, but the SJ will drop to 1-8 in the loss to Holland today. These teams will go again tomorrow, 2 o'clock start here, the LB Gym, and on Tommy's TV on YouTube. Be back to bring you that one. Tommy's will learn some quick lessons overnight. And for the Mystics coming in tomorrow, it will be come with the same intensity. It could be a different game tomorrow entirely, and you should expect it to be a different game tomorrow entirely. Tomorrow, the last opportunity in January to see the Tommies at home. They're in the Fredericton area and a Tommies fan. Come on out tomorrow. They're on the road at St. John. At Holland College next weekend. St. John the weekend after. Home February 1st and 2nd versus UKC. Be the next home action. Delorme outside for Steves. Hansen dribbles into trouble, 5 to shoot. Jump ball, this possession will be Mystics with 2:50 to go. On the Mystics side, they're here tomorrow, off next week. host two on the 24th and 25th. UKC on the Friday, Mount A on the Saturday. So a good off week to prepare for a couple good tests at home. UKC and currently conference leading Mount A. And then the Mystics will come to New Brunswick twice more. 2 at Crandall on the 1st and 2nd, 2 at SJ on the 8th and 9th. Steves for Delorme. Post pass for Steves. Nice move, good turnaround. Lots of rim, but it bounces through for Claudia Steves. Strickland for 3, gets it to go. Another turnover for the Tommies. Tough to find a lot of positives for STU in this one. Forced a lot of Mystics turnovers. You give them that. That might be something to build off of. Certainly on the offensive end. A 2-point quarter and only scored 37 thus far overall. And turnover city for the Tommies once more as Strickland with the steal of the pass and lays it in for 2. Mystics average 69 a game. They're up to 72 here, so they've got their season average. The Tommies average 61. They're going to see that drop quite a few points, I would think, well into the 50s. After this one, probably sitting around 58 if my mental math is at all any good. The 8:59 probably coming into tomorrow. Steves with a miss there, under a minute to play. Was tight after the first quarter, 17-14. The Tommies played the Mystics even in the third, but it's that 20-2 second quarter really did the Tommies in. That and a passel of turnovers. The Mystics made a bunch themselves. They'll be looking to clean that up. Emperingham in for the Mystics. Kerr in for the Tommies. 33 seconds remain here. STU to the ball with the ball into their front court. And another takeaway by the Mystics. It's going to be Garrigan. There is a small differential between shot and game clock, so the Mystics will either have to shoot one or take a turnover. It is Garrigan for 3. 5 seconds remaining. Delorme will inbound for Steves. Tommies will dribble this one out. Nice road win for the Mystics. Tough home loss for the Tommies. The final 72-37. I'll run down the stats quickly and we'll wrap this one up. Team comparison, the Mystics 72 points on 25 of 68, 37%, 7 of 27 beyond the arc, 15 of 19 on the line. They committed 33 turnovers, scored 31 points off Tommy turnovers. The Tommies 37 points, 15 of 56 for 23%, 5 of 26. 19% beyond the arc, 6 of 14, 43% from the line, 37 turnovers. That is a massively high turnover number. We're out-rebounded by the Mystics 36-28. Assists 15-8 for the Mystics. Bench points 31-8 for the Mount. Second chance points 12-5 for the Mount. 26-12 points in the paint. I think you get the picture pretty quick. It's a Mystics victory. No Tommy in double digits. Katie Vidito and Charlie Connors 9 each. Jeffrey with 6, Roy with 5. Connors and Jeffrey each with 2 assists. 5 rebounds for Roy and Hanson, leads Stu. And for the Mystics, Piercy ends up with 17, go along with 5 assists. Strickland with 12 and 5 boards. Garrigan with 11. Empringham with 9 points, 8 rebounds to lead them out. We've got 20 minutes on the board here. Warm up for the men. Come on back about 3 or 4 minutes before that. I'll tee up the men's action. For everyone here at St. Thomas, I'm Bill Gibson. Thanks for tuning in for the women's game. We'll be back at it tomorrow at 2. The Tommies looking for a better performance than they had this evening. Come on back for the men.